Do you got it going?
Yep, we're at 0.5 seconds. Hi, John.
Okay.
Welcome to my home.
Yep.
Thank you for coming over for this interview this evening. Yep. What would you like to tell me about the aliens that you've encountered in your lifetime?
Well, I haven't encountered too many aliens. Ghosts, yes.
Okay, well, let's go with ghosts.
Um,
And I've only seen one in my life. It walked in front of my curtain. It was a shadow I couldn't explain. It was very disturbing, but I still got a good night's sleep the same day, and it didn't really harm me. Tell me about the ghost that you saw.
well, the biggest one was I was I don't know, maybe 22 years old, and I was with like my friend Amy and her brother, and we decided to maybe go like ghost hunting in a graveyard. And it was kind of an off the beaten path graveyard. You know, nobody really knew where it was. You kind of had to look it up and find it. And it was real like overgrown. You really had to like dive through some trees to find it. But then once you got in, there was like an enclosure.
I want to just, in perspective, was this like 1 year ago or 50 years
No, this
ago?
is 15 years ago, probably.
15 years ago?
Maybe 13 years ago.
All right, go on with your story. It's very interesting.
So we decided to metal detect, maybe looking for like old bullets, just weird stuff, and it seemed like a bad idea, but I was young, I was stupid, and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And as we did that, we're going around. We picked up a bullet. We found like an old bullet, and it was like casing or whatever, and we assumed like probably like
I seen one in my
like a
life. It was
military-
made out of brass.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a military gun salute, something like that probably.
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
And,
All right, go ahead with your story.
And then as we kind of rounded the graveyard, we were starting to come back towards the entrance where we kind of came in, and all of a sudden, like we all kind of got a creepy feeling. And we're like, oh, I don't think we should be here anymore. And all of a sudden, the trees within, like I don't know, the whole graveyard was maybe like I don't know, 50 yards maybe. It wasn't very big.
Okay, well, here's a silly question, but was it daytime or
No,
nighttime
it was
when you?
definitely no time.
Oh, you were definitely there at the nighttime.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead
Well,
with your
it
story.
seemed like a place we shouldn't have been. Like, so we're not gonna do it.
Well, I wasn't there with you. It's your
But
story.
that's the whole thing.
All right.
So, so the whole graveyard is maybe 50, 75 yards, maybe 75 yards, and then like a radius of about 100 yards in the tree line behind it started to shake violently, and there was no storm. There was no storm. There was no clouds in the sky, and all of a sudden the tree started shaking violently, and we all started running without saying a word to each other. There was three of us. We all started running for the exit. Nobody said nothing to each other.
I can imagine that would be kind of frightening.
And the second we exited the tree line, everything stopped. It was calm again.
Was it silent, like no
Almost
sound?
like it was like, okay, you guys are out, don't come back in, type of situation. And it was really crazy.
That's like nothing I've ever experienced.
And,
if you can describe it as best as you can, that would probably be best for everybody.
Well, I feel like that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
it was
but-
frightening. It was scared.
No doubt.
We didn't go back in. That's obvious.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
got-
I don't
we
doubt.
got-
I
we-
wouldn't.
we
I
got-
wouldn't have did it either.
We got back in our car and we left, and that was, I don't even remember exactly where it was. I know it wasn't too far from here, like, maybe an hour-ish, hour and a half maybe, from Rice Lake. And, it was pretty crazy. Yeah,
Okay.
that was one
Well,
of the crazy experiences.
now that we're at the 4 minute mark, we got 30 seconds left. Is there anything else you would like to share about a ghost that you've ever seen in your life? That wasn't in that graveyard that night.
Well, I've had one other experience, but that's
All right. Well, you
Story
got
for-
30 seconds, so let's
that's a
do it.
story for a different day.
It's
That's
just
a story
all
for a
right. Well,
different day.
just turn it off. All right. Because I don't want to make it.